A weekend in the life of a freelance sports presenter who, of course, loves to travel. I have got a long journey to do in the car today, so it's a 6 a.m. departure, leaving Edinburgh and heading south. A glorious sunny day for the drive, and once on the A1, I was just praying I wasn't going to get stuck behind. Still, it's not a bad stretch of road just to sit back and enjoy. A quick stop for petrol, and now 6 hours to Northampton for an evening tonight with Warren Gatland as we look ahead to the British and Irish Lions tour of Australia. So I spent most of the day here on the A1 motorway and then the M1, but a nice chance to think about the two brilliant events I'm doing this weekend. On Sunday, having driven back up north to Newcastle, it's match day with Newcastle United in a massive game. So the tune's back on, and then all of a sudden into Northampton and here at the venue, the Mercure Hotel. This will be where I'm presenting an evening with Warren Gatland and staying the night. Easy commute to work. Once all checked in, I headed up to floor 5 to get into my room. Here it is, nice and bright. I then did some final bits of preparation, got changed, and then it was time to start the show. Here's the room where I'll be in conversation with Warren Gatland in front of around 250, 300 guests tonight. And here we are on stage listening to Warren's brilliant stories about his time with the Lions and looking ahead to this summer's tour of Australia too. It was a great night. And in the morning, look at this. A fine day for another drive after a much needed coffee. It's back on the road and 4 hours north to Newcastle. So goodbye to Northampton, back onto the M1, and when I got to Newcastle, there's St James's Park, where I'll be tomorrow. I took my brother to see a very good friend of mine, Marcus Speller, perform live for the Football Ramble live show. And it was a good warm-up for Newcastle United v Chelsea at St James's Park in the Premier League. I got the metro to St James's, the home, of course, of the Carabao Cup winners. Look at St James's Park today, glorious in the sunshine, and the scene set for what is going to be a brilliant afternoon of football. Early kickoff, of course, at midday today. And inside the stadium, this is the Wings hospitality. My former player guest today was the legend Mick Quinn. So we had a chat before the match, before going out into the cauldron of atmosphere. And Newcastle United take the lead within a couple of minutes and, of course, go on to get the win. What a day it was at St James's Park, so much so, Mick Quinn and I enjoyed a sing-along with everybody at full time. And to wrap the weekend up, it was down to the coast for a drink and catch up with friends and family before driving back to Edinburgh tomorrow.